everybody. Okay, so we're gonna just do everything else except for my eyes are already done and my eyebrows. I did that first, put on my primer. We're just gonna do a quick BB Flawless, and I'm just gonna go ahead real quick and pin my website. Happy Wednesday. All right, give me just a second here. Oops, it's shaking. How was everybody's day today? Okay. I'm happy that Wednesday's over. Just kidding. It was really good. But I'm tired. So let's see. I think I got this right. And post and pin. Oops, pin. Come on. There we go. Let me just undid. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that's out of the way. Okay, so if you see that live button up in the corner, one of these corners, that means I'm still on here. Just say hi. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you have any questions. If you don't see it any longer, you're catching me on the replay. So also share. Let me know you were here. Anything. It is all super, super appreciated and helpful for me. I always appreciate it. So let's get right into it. So I went ahead and used my Glorious Primer that finally came in the mail today because I had to order a new one. And I got a couple other products that we're going to check out as well. But let's just go right ahead. So my eyes are already done because I just want to show. I don't know how this light is in here, but ooh, that's way too bright. Okay, I think that's a little better, hopefully. Let me just open this real quick. Maybe let a little more daylight in. There we go. That's better. Okay. So I have imperfections like everybody. I have spots on my face, redness, dark circles because I'm tired under my eyes, and everything else. So I just kind of pinned my hair back for a quick second here so we can get up close and personal. So I'm going to use our BB Flawless and Honey because I have a little bit of my tan still left. And then I'm going to use Velour, which is a lighter shade. And I'm going to use this in the concealer, and we're going to mix them together. And if you need any extra in spaces, you can always just use your concealer if it's not enough coverage. So we're just going to go ahead and add more if need be. Oh, I should have ordered another one of those too. All right, and let me just shake. You want to shake these up really well because they do get, from being settled, you'll get that little bit of that watery texture at the beginning sometimes. So we're just going to add a little bit of this, and a little goes a long way. You do not need a lot. I would rather add more because you can't take it back. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead right here and kind of mix these together. And adding concealer is also, going to give you more of a full coverage than you would get just using it by itself. And you hair are not welcome here. Over there. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and stipple this on. And if you need to add anything to it, if you think you need more color compared to, jeez, I got it all in my hair, just put it everywhere. If you need more coverage, or I'm sorry, color, then just add to it. I need my other, also that came in the mail, my Unique mirror today, which also came with, oops, hold on a second, this little attachment, which is 10 times mirror. So that's great because you can place it wherever you want. That's convenient. So I'm just going to actually set this up here. Bear with me here just a second. Okay. And that looks good for color for me. So we're just going to go ahead and stipple everything in. And then we're going to just take that, we're kind of going to be like all one shade. We want to give it a little dimension, so we're going to just add a little bit of bronzer, and you can use the cream luminizers are great, the cream to powder luminizers. I'm just going to go ahead and use our Blush in Serene as my blush and highlighter probably, but we'll see. Okay, so just kind of put this all over. I really wanted to do a video this morning. I like doing the videos in the morning. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing after or if overtime is offered, but I need to probably start taking. I should take some, why not? Pay off some bills, right? Hold on one second, let's get this in here. But I could not, for the life of me, want to get out of bed this morning. It's been kind of a struggle lately. I'm just going to use the small end in like areas that need a little bit more and don't quite get reached by the bigger brush. So yeah, it was a very tiring morning. Just come under there a little bit. So I did already put my eyeshadow and everything on. Just kind of trace around, and then I'm going to use some of what's left because you don't need a lot. And we're going to just go right underneath the eyes. That's just going to kind of clean up. A good way to do this too, so any fallout or anything that's underneath your eyes. I did use splurge creams and powder shadows today. Kind of just did a little blend of, what did I use? Tenacious. I just got that today. It's a really nice coppery gold color. Probably say more, probably more coppery a little bit. I don't know, it's hard to say. Depends on your skin tone as well, but I really like that one a lot. And then I used the lighter shade in palette 1 to kind of blend, and then I used, what did I use here? I believe it was, I used Ambitious and Gifted, which are this one and this one right here, just a little bit in the crease of my eye, just to play around with colors. So I'm actually going to take a teeny bit more of just that concealer, because I like to have lighter underneath my eyes, personal preference. You can use this first if you need to, if you really need coverage. But I like to have underneath my eye and come down in like your triangle. So it gives you that nice, when you turn, that's where you're going to see the lighter. Alright, bring that down. And make it look like you had the best sleep of your life. Those of you who have children, it's probably going to be your new best friend. Especially those newborns. Okay. And one more little bit. I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather go back and get more than waste it. And a little goes a long way. Just put this right under here. Poke yourself in the eye. This stuff is so creamy. I really like to use my fingers, but I got me some long nails. I'm just going to take the little bit that's left and do the same thing. This is so creamy in texture and nice that it just like melts in. And I really like to use my fingers a lot with this, because that warmth is going to actually just help warm it up, and it's going to like melt it right into your skin. Okay, that should be good. And then I want to take just a teeny bit for your little areas that you want to highlight, and I'm just going to use my finger. Ooh, that might be too much, but we'll use it. We'll make it work. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just use a little bit here. I like to lighten. I'm going to put it where I'm going to have my highlight. And I'm going to do that with powders in a minute. So if you feel like this is an oily look for you or too much, just use a powder. I like my chin to be light too. Just use a powder over top of it. I don't mind. Depends on my day. I like to do both. Sometimes I want a dewy finish. Sometimes I want a matte finish. So just pick what you want. So if you think that using the BB cream mixed with the concealer is just going to give you the coverage that you need. It's going to make it more of a full coverage because the BB cream by itself is just a tinted moisturizer. Highly recommended for everybody who's got any kind of dry skin at all. If you have oily skin, I do not recommend, or if you do, you're not going to want to use as much primer because of that. So as you can see right now, I look like I'm all one dimension, and we don't want, I'm just going to mix that in. I don't feel like it's in all the way. So I personally don't want that. I want to have a natural glow. So we're going to fix it. So we're just going to take a bronzer, and I'm going to use Malibu, and we are going to just contour and give ourselves what's missing. So go from about your ear. I don't like to come into here because for me, it just doesn't, I like to put my blush because when I smile, it comes up. So I like to come like almost where my ear is and come almost straight down to about halfway right there. Like right where my jaw is. So I'm just going to put this right where I want it. And then I'm going to take what's already there and what's already on the brush, and I'm going to bring it up. Oops. We just had this fall out. No worries. So I'm going to take this and kind of melt it together. So I don't want it to be as harsh. So I'm kind of just going to go in like a C motion up to the center and worry about this half after. So I'm just going to do like a C motion down and back up. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So you're kind of dragging this product that's here and using what's still left on your brush. If you, see, I don't really think that I have a big forehead. I think it's fine. But some people that have a bigger forehead, you want to depend on where you're contouring. Sometimes you want to stop more here. Sometimes you want just go with what you are comfortable with and what looks right. For somebody who sometimes has a larger forehead, you don't want necessarily to come down as much. Keep it up higher near your hairline. Okay, we're going to just grab a little bit more product and blend this down. Love, 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 love doing my jawline. I highly recommend it. It's very slimming. Who doesn't want to look skinnier? Okay. I like to bring a little bit down my nose. And if I had a different shirt on, I would actually probably bring it down with a fluffy brush because I like to be bronzy. It's all preference. But now you can see my face doesn't look one-dimensional anymore. I actually have some dimension to it when I turn and what you would see in the light or daylight. And just keep blending, blend, 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 blend. This is my arm workout, blending. Okay, I'm going to just set that aside for a minute. And I'm going to use, if I can open it, the blush in Serene. Everybody needs this color. I don't care if you tell me I don't wear blush or I don't wear, trust me, you need this in your life. You will thank me later. Okay, so I don't know, oh. I'm going to take this brush right here. It's kind of like just taking a big one and pinching it together, but they did it for me. And I'm just going to kind of dip this in here. You do not need a lot. And I'm going to go right above what I did before. And bring it right down. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I just keep it straight. And I'm going to do the same thing in a second in that same C motion. Now we're just going to kind of do the same thing, but this time I'm not bringing it all the way over. I'm just going to stop right kind of here. But I am going to bring it down my nose. And right here a little bit. Now I'm going to pinch it together because it's going to be tiny. And I'm just going to place a little extra right where I want it. There we go. Sorry, that mirror was better. Okay. So now we have our dimension back on our face. This you can decide now if you want to leave it with more of a dewy look, and you can just set it with rose water. That's going to give you your dewy finish and keep that right there. I'm going to go with a more of a matte finish today. And then sometimes I like to take my brushes with the powder and I'll go back over, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with Poplin and see if I need to add the other color. I'm going to take my same powder concealer brush from before. And we are just going to stipple again, and we're pressing the powder in. Just press it right in. That's that stippling. You're doing it kind of at a faster rate. Okay, so if you're just going to do it in slow motion, you're just pressing. But I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do that forever, so we will just go a little quicker. So we're just going over everything that we did. We still have that dimension. If you want a little more, I'm going to go ahead and add that in a second. I personally like it, but it is all preference. I'm going to take that other small end. There's a little bit of loose powder that's left, and I'm just going to clean up underneath my eye to get right close into your lash line. And I'm going to take that other end and kind of pinch it together and go over right here. I like to go over my eyebrows a little just so everything blends in and nothing is harsh. Oh yeah, I did my eyebrows with the brow pencil in medium. I was missing that since it's been gone. There have been a few days I didn't even do my brows because, well, it just wasn't worth it. I do love my Brow Obsession palette, but it's just so easy and quick to use that pencil. Oh, Kristen, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. It helps me out so much. Thank you, girl. So we have that on. I'm going to go ahead and take the brush that I used for my bronzer. I should not close these because then my hands I can't get it back open. And I'm just going to dip it in, not a lot at all, and just go right back over here real quick. Because I know I just put that powder on to make it a little matte finish. I like to kind of give it a little bit of both, but I want that dimension. And I'm going to just use the same brush real quick. And I'm going to go right back into my blush. Once again, just a little bit. I'm just going to tap that right on. Just to give that dimension back again, because I want that to kind of pop. But you can do whichever you like. If that's an extra step you don't want to do, just skip it. You don't have to. Okay, so that is, I believe, all of that for face-wise. So I am going to go ahead and set my face real quick. I was going to use our setting powder, but I'm going to save that for another day because I don't think that I need it. So I'm just going to set my face. I still seriously love this stuff so much. I just got another rose water because I did almost run out. I have just a teeny bit left, so I did get that. And I also got Keisha in the tinted, or not tinted, I'm sorry. It's the colored Moonstruck Hottie Lip Plumper. So I didn't have this one, and I really like the other ones, and they're starting to sell out, and they are a one-time like only, so once they're gone, they're gone. Please bring them back. I love them. So Jenna is sold out, Chandel is sold out, and I believe that's all right now. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's just those two. So this one is a fun color, and this is it's kind of like a corally red. We're gonna find out. So the only thing I have on my lips right now is just lip oil from before. Guys, the texture of this stuff is amazing. that's nice. I think that would look really nice with Popular, which is a lip liner. I did get a new lip liner too, but I'm not going to use that one today either because I'm going to use this one. All right, let me just make sure. Oh, it almost looks like you already have lip liner on when you put it on. I was hesitant because of the brightness, but I have to say I think I'm really liking this. And it feels amazing. Okay, so another thing you could do if you want, I have the Epic Mascara on. You could go ahead and pop another coat of that on if you want to brighten your lashes up even more. It's makeup. Play with it. Have fun. If there's something that anybody wants to see or something that I use that you have any questions on, just let me know. I'm always open. I love to do this. I love to help. If you need to be color matched, just send me a picture of yourself in natural daylight without any makeup on or in front of a window with the window facing this way and you facing, you know, you figure it out. So if you guys have any of those questions at all, just let me know. I'm happy to do that. It's never a bother. Share, like, and follow. Send to everybody, and I really appreciate it as well. I will see you guys soon, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.